Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries and furs. Trashkin all, good evening and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. We're getting back into Wild Arms Free. Trashkin, I gotta tell you, it took me more than 40 attempts for this. There's only like 4 pairs to match here. But you gotta do it in the correct order. Red's at the top, blue, yellow, and green's at the bottom platform. And as you can see, there's a ramp back up. And Trashkin, this puzzle is the most brutal because there is only ever a single tile path except for right here. There is no margin for error. Like, what you gotta do is slowly push them down one by one, returning to reset. Like, and you gotta push the green one down so you don't cut yourself off from being able to make a 1-block space. And for each of them, you have to pull one out, do a return trip, pull the next one out, or push on that one, pull the next one up until you get to the last 2. Then you can set those up pretty well. But oofta, Trashkin. Reverse order, like 8 trips, like 8 or dozen plus trips to solve. Ah, it's worth it for the migration kit, or for the migration seal. But oh my god, only do this one if you're going after the abyss. If you aren't looking to punch Ragu Ragala in the face, leave it where it is. Dear sweet glob, Trashkin, I can tell you right now, rocking up that ramp now permanently produces anxiety in me, because I fell off that thing so many times. I tend to cut my quarters. As you know, the puzzle corners don't give you the teeter unless there's something else to drop in, otherwise you'll just drop straight off. I see why they did that now. To produce anxiety. And that shit worked. So Trashkin, we're gonna get started. I'm going to see about... This is a little before I filmed the episode. So I'm gonna knock out the rest of the Millennium Puzzles that I know about. So I'll see you in just a bit. Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binary and first, Trashkin all, good evening and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. I'm your humble host, your friendly bi-neighborhood raccoon on the spectrum, Raspa Trash Bear, and today we're getting right back into Wild Arms Free, where I have some good news. I commissioned this coat of mail especially for Dragon's Lane. White deflects razor-sharp claws and plumes of flames of nary a scratch. Upon finishing it, the master blacksmith donned the armor and dove head first into a raging pit of fire. Come now, look closer, child. Not a single instance of warping, not one piece discolored. Furthermore, I believe it features an emergency escape mechanism, for only the armor was found in the burning pit. I assumed that my daredevil craftsman ejected to safety. Since then, he has not written, but I'm sure he is living well. Mayhaps he married? Galahad, I hate to say this, but I think, just possibly, your master armor burned to death in their creation, but they were apparently ashes. But I have good news, Trashkin. While you're away, I finally got around to raiding the last room in Philadelphia. Don't be like me. Hit that lower plank. Nothing critical, but I got it. I also wrapped up all the Millennium Puzzles. Big thank you to Sandra, who wrote, or Sandra O'Shields, who wrote the guide. I had some trouble following along at times, but I couldn't have pulled it off without them, because Trashkin, it goes from tricky and order of operations to tricky order of operations. Tricky order operations with drops. Tricky order operations where you need to note where you're dropping what and to tricky order of operations on single tile pathways. It gets real mean and real weird, and real mean and real weird. But I have terrific news. You might notice we're in Lax Island, which means, yes, I'm hunting telepath towers again. But Trashkin, I came loaded for bear. Since we have nothing to spend Gela on, that's right, I found it finally. And it is, like, right next to the sign. I don't know how I missed it that many times. Maybe I need the item scope, maybe I don't. I don't know what the story is. But here, Telepath Tower is at battle readiness level 1. Will you help protect Filgia by blocking communication with outer space? You betcha. Now these inflict amnesia, so memo pens are your best friend. I just dropped the money for 4. Do these things have any weaknesses, I wonder? Extra credit, Trashkin. I don't play fair. Oh dear. Hold up. Just a minute. I don't say anything about weaknesses, so I'd like to open my bid with full carrot. Full carrots all around. Actually, does craft do anything on these? Open a bit of Gatling. Straight up shield. We're getting close to 2 free basic force abilities, though I really don't use accelerate near as much. Part of me wants to say lock on should have gone to Jet and accelerate should have gone to Clive. Clive's the one that needs it. Kinda underwhelmed. Oh, I also finally slapped AP bullets on Clive. It was worth it for funnin'. Alright, time to get serious. I feel like fire would be a great way to kill them, but alas, they are single targets. We'll dump full load. Ditto. Ditto. Cap. Well, that's fine. Hyper for everyone. Resilient bunch, aren't they? Now, after you drop 5 towers, creeping chaos turn. They appear all over in random encounters, so not dungeons, but the overworld. So be aware of that. If they have a usually high encounter cost on the bar, that's your cue. Aha! They're not tough to fight, just annoying. Chock full of resists. slow down. Up one. We did hyper for everyone. Let's drop a decelerate. Oh, right, they're all separate entities. Shit. I wasted FP. Of course it is. Numb light. Yeah, expect this out of all the fights, though, because each of them have different status effects. First tower is amnesia, second tower is disease, third tower is poison, then sleep, misery, paralysis, glass, confusion, bronze, fallen. Then you get into the combos. Amnesia and disease, poison and sleep, misery and paralysis, amnesia, disease, misery and poison, bronze, confusion, fallen, paralysis, sleep, and then finally all. It's just a nightmare. It's straight up a nightmare. What? Go ahead and lava fire gem. I assume they're weak. Wait, we don't have fire element there. We have petrify. I have a nerf gem. Terrific. Let's find out. Yeah, well, we'll drop distortion. Learn some shit. Not weak to it. That should soak up a time. I take it back. That should soak up at least 2. Good news is if you come prepared. Why not? What happens is it's not effective. I wish I had Gallows build some FP. Oh, I dropped one. I completely lost track. Very Christmas tree, samey to me. Sort of an evil birch tree, pine foliage thing going on there. Christmas ornaments. Alright, hang it. Let's speed it up. I should really see if I can slow down battle messages. Because I keep missing the cues. Oh, I also picked up a new booster kit that was just laying loose outside the world there. If I'm gonna make my best shot at Ragala, I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Now, like, the trade-off is it takes a ridiculous amount of resources in the original game to go after Ragala. And yeah, I item duped to get there in a speedy fashion, but what I didn't know is the trade-off is, plain and simple, that once you've expended those resources and dropped Ragu Ragula in one, everything else in the game becomes a cakewalk. So my sincere advice is, play for the story once, and have an alternate save just before the point of no return. Then go punch Ragu Ragula in the face, because it takes some of the tension out. Like, prep a second run. Well, this is a little more boring than I thought it'd be, but hey. Oh god, I did the intro twice. Okay, Trashkin, I did the intro twice because I forgot I had a thing. And I don't remember what the thing is right now, even though I just recorded it about 3 hours ago. Let's leave it at I worked my way through most of a season of Dual Survivor. Or Dual Survival. Which, you know, I like the two-person survival format because there's somebody to talk to besides at the camera crew. Alright, well, let's, while we're here, talk to Roswell. If he's got any advice. Hey, Roswell? I thought you were kidding about those telepath towers. I hear you destroyed the first telepath tower. This is just the beginning. The towers are the eyes of chaos. All total, there are 15 of them. The forces of chaos silently watch over us through towers all over the world. They are biding their time until they can create the King of Beasts, Age of Darkness. The King of Beasts sleeps in the deepest, darkest underground. He was born from chaos in an age long ago. They seek to unleash his plague on Filgia and the entire galaxy. Then they will rule us all. This might come as a shock, but I as a player have previous experience punching Ragu Ragula in the face. Had to go to some pretty ridiculous places to get it done the first time, but and the second. And the third will likely be the same. Survey the place they gave up for some reason or other. I assume because dragon? Alright then, Trashkin. Nope. No longer an ugly larva, the butterfly slowly emerges from its cocoon. Tremble in the joy of this shining moment. Shudder at the end that is all too near. Quiver in new beauty risen from beauty. Okay, that's pretty, but it doesn't tell me where to go. Kinda hoping that'd be the oh, walkthrough. Stuff like this is why I have no shame about consulting walkthroughs. Right here. Recall correctly, the Cradle of the Metal God is your cutoff. Okay. Before you do, make sure you get the telepath tower quest started. Find and beat your first telepath power. You have been warned. There is no turning back. You miss it forever if you don't get it before setting out on this. Well, I don't. Uno momento, Trashkin. Okay, Trashkin, I figured out what I did. Where I done goofed in the order of operations again. I was supposed to head back to... Whoops! Well, if it's the wrong way of doing it, I'll find it. By gum, I'm gonna find a where break in this seam with my face. Oh, I should explain how the tracker works. It's like that one dungeon. So, yellow is where you came from. So, it should always be solid. Rooms you've been in will be blue. Rooms you haven't been in, or haven't been in yet that trip, will be blue and solid. Rooms you haven't been in yet, period, will be a blue circle. Things to do before the end of the game. Arrange a meet between Lombardia and this human. Hey, any ideas? Lanham. We were able to pinpoint that location, or the location of another ship that descended from land unknown. It was called the Cradle of the Metal Gods, which was once used as a hangar. We attempted to excavate the cradle, but the ruins were located above a cliff, which made it difficult to access. So we decided to dig a tunnel west of Survey Point 17 in order to penetrate the cradle from underground. Just as the tunnel was nearing completion, there was a cave-in by the entrance, which forced us to halt any further operation. We have been able to excavate a second ship that soared. Had we been able to excavate the second ship that soared above the heavens, it would have aided us greatly in the promotion of our order. We were planning to name the tunnel that would have led to the cradle Dim Root Pass. Outlined report of this plan can be found in the library. Awesome. You bet I'm reading that report. Also, I think our sombrero-wearing robot friend down there is probably an opt-in fight now that I think of it. Detailed plans, where are they? Nope. Nope. So the ship graveyard became... No details in that one. MF. Ah, there we are. Cradle of the Middle Gods, after folklore about Deus Ex Machina, the excavation of the rune faced difficulties from the get-go, as the rune was located high atop a cliff where access was difficult. A plan to penetrate the rune from underground was devised. Work began on converting a cave into a tunnel which would lead into the room. The initial... There we are. Down. I wrote those down ages ago. Oh god. Oh god, Trashkin. I flunked notes. I flunked notes. Oh my god, the pad was only ever 3 feet away from me. Large step forward for the owner. The tunnel was proceeding smoothly until a sudden cave-in halted operation. Okay. Well, Trashkin, I'm going to spare you my flight of shame. We're gonna get right after it. Aha! I was in the right place the entire time. Navigation skills aren't bad. I'm bad at following operations or operation order procedures, especially when they have little to no room for interpretation. Oh god. Right, let's slide on down and get that map. There we are. It's fairly straightforward. Ah, it's been sealed. Surely no ill can come of breaking these seals. The 12 guardians resonate. 1, 6. Well, there's only 10 laid out, but fair enough. 8. Shields. Yep, opening sealed doors, definitely not a problem. Where I'm going first. Oh, exchange crests. We got 2 dungeons to backtrack to real quick. Do I have to? No. Will I? Yes. So, with that being a thing... Oh my! White crystals teleport us. I've learned a valuable lesson. A crystal dispenser. What will they think of now? Well, Trashkin, I'm gonna pause this and run back to 2. I know. No, mind you. There's 2 things we can grab right away that'll make life easier. Let me take a look. At least 1. Ah. Fallen Sanctuary and... I think the world's footprint? Hold on. Ugh. Excuse me. Ah, yeah. We gotta do both. Well, Trashkin, I'm gonna knock that out real quick and get right back to what we were up to. But for those of you curious, change quest and gloves here. Yank. And it's not too far in either. I haven't seen the Matrix. Oh. Rainy. Here goes nothing. Man, I remember when Magic was a get out of jail free card in this series. That'll do. Fortunately, these are weak to fire, so non-elemental is probably the best I can do. Well, I mean weak to fire. Yeah, non-elemental is probably the best I can do. Having non-elemental on a mage isn't a bad plan. Whew, 3 HP. Free protect. More importantly for these, free shield. That really doesn't feel effective against grab. Petrify's the best I can do. Well, that did jack. And we're about to get hammered into the ground. Fortunately, he has decent magic defense. I think. I definitely don't have status wards for that, or they have shown up and given me a multiplier. Nope. Gallows just don't care about magic like that. Well. I could have done that the entire time. Trashkin, I think I'm flunking combat again. And party shows up, and it's back to good times for all. I didn't expect to get my ass kicked that hard in a dungeon that's been from like 12 sessions ago. Give or take. Embarrassing. Ah. And a duplicator. Didn't give me the prompt because of the ash. Sure. Big grab bag. And more importantly, a migrant seal. And on to the next. Okay, this is pretty straightforward, but way down in the Fallen Sanctuary, you'll find a switch you can't press. Good reason, Trashkin. I pick the wrong block. Of course I picked the wrong block. I would always pick the wrong block. That's just me. It's an order operations puzzle. I'm not getting it the first time. Bless the great glob in the sky is particularly pleased with me that week. There we go. And it costs a duplicator. I'm fine with that. One duplicator. One ambrosia. We'll keep that on reserve because I'm all out of it. And a mini carrot, but more importantly, that is another set of open to-dos. I'm gonna make sure I got everything, just in case. Oh, and I didn't forget about these. I've been going through town by town with a fine-tooth comb. A level apple. Ugh, I might have to dig up some more duplicators after that. Ah, curse you, game! Curse you! Maybe I can glare it to death. That one? We've done that one. We done this one? Yes, I've done that one. Yep. I've done this one. Ah, that one. That was a freebie. Right, I need to remember to get a hold of another duplicator. Okay, this is a little off topic, but Bombar? Okay. Ah, we're not at hyper yet. Okay, fine. Hyper shield. Yikes. Nullified defense. Lovely. Buy some time while we set up that full carrot. Hey, lucky me. I bumbled into the correct to do. Pick a buy round and throw a gullet card on it. Nice. I thought this was going to be a lot harder. I was honestly in dread of what this tiny sombrero wearing fellow was gonna do. If that's the case... And... Extension Hyper for everyone. May as well get the most bang for a buck, eh, Trashkin? Solid damage, not what we were after, but hey. Either I'm getting lucky, or I overhyped this fight in my head. I had the entire game. All 34 hours or so. Why not? Full fuselage, baby. Five? Ghost. This is gonna be a long one. Feel it. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to come with debuffs, so there's at least that. Stop. DFP. Wait. Down. Actually, let's solve that DFP deficit right the heck now. And reload. I didn't pay attention to see if that fragile hit or not. There we go. Nice. Well, we dropped its magic resistance. Let's see how your FP determines damage spell does at 100. I pulled it out in the off-screen doings, but oh no, is that one where I got beaten ground as Gallows soloing? permanent. That sounds very effective. But it probably doesn't block debuffs. Did I just double revive Clive? Let's find out. Guess we'll never know unless you paid attention to the footage. Okay, good. Mention Stort, buy us a little extra HP. And then Crive drops the revive fruit. Costs us some time, but hey. Well, there I go, turning this into another Sidequest bonanza. Extension steal everybody. Blow the full carrot next turn. Hyper everyone and permanence. Blob willing. You know, there's a limit. I've been getting beaten to the ground not knowing that on longer fights, no doubt. Well, we learned the thing today. Right. Oh, right, full carrot. Extension protect. You know it's a long fight when you gotta reapply your arcanas. Yeah, wholesome. Same, you can't use accelerate on other party members, but like Jet least needs it. Useful when you need something to go off first, absolutely. The versatility aspect I'm not taking advantage of. Though while I was out and about doing Millennium Puzzles, I did find an Arctic blade. You know, what Jack used to run around with. Do a quick. Happen. Oh, green foam does proc off of Mystic. Okay, that was some skill points well spent. Only took me like 20 hours from the time I had the thought to get around to it. Okay, everybody's hypered. Heck, permanence is expensive. Not bad. Oof, that one actually stung. Very RNG. Ooh, that did even worse. And we'll layer distortion on that. Okay, so that doubled the effectiveness at 5 points up. Means now it's 600, 2,000, or excuse me, 600, 2,000, and 6,000 effectively from this. From Virginia. That will take us quite a long way. Means the healing factor of my Mega Berries is now officially completely OP. Status guard worth every penny. I was like, is it gonna stay down? I'd laugh. Here goes. Not weak to water, but it'll do. Worth it. Fortunately, I had buffs up. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a rebuild turn. Gallows is fine, so... Alright, go Arc Impulse, I guess. Let's see how that does. Fortunately, Gallows is good. And so is Clive for a turn or so. Don't get beat into the ground. Unfortunately, a round loss isn't a big deal this deep in. Unless there's some super secret self-destruct I don't know about. Well, Trashkin, let this be a lesson to you. if you're tempted into an offside fight, the extended round stuff, it's gonna run long. I don't know if we ran for shield, but I feel like we did. Such a blank range, too. It's either super heavy RNG or I don't know what stat it ties to. And it's very true, I don't know what stat it ties to. I don't know if that's Arcana or what. Goes. Okay, good. Easy vibe round. Let's see if it's immune to dark. If I reflect the giggles. Copy that ability. Let's find out if that shit's Arcana or an ability, shall we? Decent damage, not our best, but... Nice. I bet any hypers dropped by now. Not, I'll be a little embarrassed. Fragile dropped from hits. Good lord, this could take all week. Let's see if it's immune. Right, arc impulse. Well, we missed, but it's still fun to throw it back in its face. Yep, this is a heal round, alright. Hey! And it only took me about half an hour. What the hell does it drop? Prisms did. FP boost raises FP when low. Okay. Well, that was a cool get. Not really part of the plan, but suppose I can zip off and get that last duplicator. So I snagged one duplicator. The next time I have to backtrack for one of these, it is going to be a chore. I gotta walk through all of it. I haven't been keeping track, Trashkin. And if there's another duplicator chest in here, oh god. I want my duplicator back, but hey, it's another chest opened. I really love that crystalline sound, just... Don't know why, just do. See. There's another 2 out there. I believe I got the one from that. Feeding the chameleon, we got one. Dragon's Lair. I think we got the thing. We got the Millennium Puzzle, that much is certain. Doing. I don't remember if we've been back to Mark. Had the mighty gloves when we headed in. Might be worthwhile. Well, suffice it to say, there will be a great deal of digging. Next, I need a duplicator. Apart from the one I have in my pocket. And a great deal of gnashing of teeth and screaming when I get around to collecting the last of the migrate kits. I did end up finding another telepath power while I was out and about, but I don't advise doing those out of order, Trashkin. Not without knowing what you're heading into. It's a good recipe for a bad time to walk into those blind. How are we doing for runtime here? Over an hour and some change. Well, Trashkin, I think time to find a spot. Call it a day, because I meant to get around to the dungeon again, but I decided, why not punch this random dude in a sombrero? That's on me. I didn't know what to expect in that fight. I was just kind of winging it a little bit at the end there, which Mea culpa. I promise next time we'll get down to business with the dim route. I've gotten everything I can possibly get done short of the telepath towers done beforehand, and we started that, so we're good to go there. I don't know what it is, but every now and again the side quest and bug just jumps up and bites me, Trashkin. I'm sorry. So I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed your time here, you can always help out the channel and help us reach a wider audience and keep the trash fire burning brightly into the night by subscribing. It also lets you know when I light the trash fire if you hit the bell. Or if you prefer when I light the trash fire to be a surprise, don't hit the bell. Your call. And if you've already subscribed, but as a trashkin you wish to help keep the trash fire burning brightly into the night, the best way to do that is with shares, likes, or dislikes, and comments. Shares because YouTube doesn't push Let's Play content, or horror content, of a Let's Play varietal, unless it's viral. I mostly bump the indie things, and well, a share where appropriate really helps us reach out to folk. Maybe hit the audience that the YouTube algorithm isn't putting us in front of. Let's face it, we're indie around here. YouTube isn't, I don't think, ever gonna like us enough to put us on, but such is life, and I don't lose any sleep over it. Likes and dislikes because the algorithm desires input, interaction, and both burn really well in the trash fire. And of course my personal favorite, comments, because again, interaction, and it lets me know folks are out there watching what they enjoy specifically, and that is more valuable than any of the numbers that YouTube spits out at me. It also helps to know somebody's out there watching. Really tamps down the imposter syndrome. I still suspect the gaming police may be at my door any week now, but... And of course, we have plenty of Let's Play for you to enjoy, organized by game, and when this gets done by series and by insane run. Someone has the burning desire out there to watch me play through all of Godelka, Shadow Hearts, and Wild Arms in order. Hey, more power to you. I personally keep a couple of 8-hour videos around for emergency watching in case I get stuck in the car during a snowstorm or something. Good on you. That said, if you don't have that kind of time on your hands, well, thank you all the same. Still appreciate you coming out. And of course, I'd like to remind you all, don't forget to fold your camping chair. Just add it to the pile, we'll have use for it again. Help yourself to a snack and a drink for the road. It's cold out there, and a little dark. And calories always help. And of course, remember to count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as best you can. Don't forget to tell the people you love you give a good damn. Go play some games. Good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.